All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to round number 5 today, or 4? This is 4. This is round 4 today, apologies. We are in Group 3, bringing you GGWP and Torch. Spawning to the north side here on Crash Zone Alpha, GGWP bringing Ohio Conqueror, Des Moines Napoli, Jinan, Gearing, Shimakaze, and Double Ragnar. 4 Destroyer lineup for both teams, Zath. Let's talk about what Torch has brought.
Yeah, so Torch has an Ohio and a Schlieffen, Des Moines, a Goliath, Petropavlovsk, Gearing, Daring, Shimakaze with 12-kilometer torpedoes, and Ragnar. That's a lot of Ragnar.
There's a lot of Ragnar, especially there's a lot of Ragnar at B right now, Zath. A lot of Ragnar at B.
I mean, Ragnar is a very comfortable destroyer. It doesn't take a lot of damage because it can actually shatter shells from some of the lower caliber destroyers, and it's got a heal. Wow.
Yeah, she's a solid cap contester. She has a very high detection for a destroyer, but on some of these maps, that doesn't necessarily matter. Velius radar here, putting his radar up early, pushing the Daring off. Yeah, he got lit, so he knew somebody was there to shoot at him. Yep. What I don't like here, Zaf,
that's the beauty of that radar.
Bowser and Velius both shooting at different targets. Do you see this?
I noticed that. I
don't like that. I feel like they should be focusing on somebody, but they aren't right now.
No, and Velius is obviously coming off worse for that.
Well, because he's getting focus coming in. He's getting focus.
Exactly. By 3 ships now. 4, actually, technically.
Yep, shells coming in from the south as well. But the early B cap here going to GGWP. They're going to grab A as well on the back of Yoshi Shimakaze. They're going to lose C, though, as the Shimakaze up there picks up that on behalf of Torch.
Yeah. It's very, very risky early play. Not only do they get the cap, they also push both of the Torch destroyers off the cap, too.
Well off the cap, I might add.
Yeah.
Bowser's still shooting at Brenson. Like, Brenson is still lit. There we go. He's finally just now going dark.
The problem when you see somebody and you hear people say, all right, I want all guns on this dude. Okay, you listen, right? You start shooting. The problem is sometimes the caller doesn't say to stop. And as a player, you have to decide when is it time to stop.
Des Moines radar just catching a glimpse of Yu Shimakaze, but Explodey Pixel Boat's going to drift out of that smoke. Let's see if Jay's Ohio's looking for the salvo. He is. Here it comes.
Here it is.
Already shells in the air, as they haven't even hit Yu yet. Pixel's going to dodge most of those.
Des Moines shells are very floaty at max range. So.
Yep, they do clip him for just a little bit. They push him off the cap slightly, enough for Demonic's Gearing to hop in.
I mean, I like the initial play of smoking the Des Moines closer to C, but of course, now, Exploity's kind of like, well, crap, what do I do, right? He's out in the open.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were hoping that he would be able to get to the island where the Napoli is to just go all the way around the A line. That did not happen.
No. Now, if you have a look kind of at the map, Zath, you can get a very clear sense of what GGWP's game plan is, right? Look down at A. The Conqueror, the Jinan, the Shimakaze, that lineup, that ship grouping, very clearly set up to receive a push, right?
Oh, yeah.
Torpedoes in the face, lots of HE shells, wear down the enemy as they push into you, and so they're setting up for exactly that. Up north, they seem more geared towards a bit of a pushing solution, so we'll see how they manage things.
Well, and excuse me, Jinan is a great cruiser for baiting an enemy battleship to push him.
Absolutely. Especially when she has a spotter. But if that Shimakaze goes down, right? If Yoshi goes down at some point, that becomes a real problem because now the Jinan loses the spotting.
Well, and the thing is, when
oh my.
When you've got the Jinan and the Shimakaze where they are, look at these beautiful
Shimakaze torpedoes. I'm loving this cross torp.
Yeah, now Moraine takes one.
The Des Moines Hydro is up. They can see this coming.
Yeah, he knows it's coming now.
He's got to
force him out of the smoke.
But I think he's going to take 2 of these anyway. Has he found a way through?
He'll be fine. But
no, he's still going to take one. No, right under the screws. Look at that.
Have faith in Zeth, sir.
Still brilliant. Still brilliant. Good ship handling. Good ship handling.
Okay. What's brilliant is not so much the dodge. What's brilliant is the fact that he was able to stay in the smoke.
Yes.
That's the brilliant part, in my opinion. And This Is Fine Schlieffen also dodged all those torpedoes.
Yes, they did. Really, really well done play there. I mean, I love the cross torping, the fact that they pulled it off, and then then both these guys with their hydro running, the ability to dodge it, very, very slick play right there.
But that speaks to good planning, good execution, communication.
Good communication
hydro, you wait.
Good communication.
How many times have we done it before, like in a clan battles or something, when we're like, hey, so and so, do you have hydro up? And then bink, I do now, and it's like, no, I wanted to know if you have it up.
Yeah, it's not easy. That kind of good communication like that is not always easy. Well, we're 6.5 minutes in, and it's still very, very close. Only a handful of points between these two teams, as at the moment, Torch is the only ones ticking up points on the back of their ACAP. Both C and B contested, as Velius starts to come under even more focus fire yet again. He's out of heals already. He has to be incredibly cautious to manage the health he has left, because he's out of heals already here, 7 minutes in.
But look at what they've been able to accomplish. I mean, Lockmaster's almost down.
Yeah. They're going to really have to rely on Bowser's Ragnar to do the lion's share of the lifting here going forward at B, in my opinion.
Yes, I completely agree. I mean, he's near full health. He still has 2 heals available.
Things are starting to warm up at C here, as Demonic starting to play, in my mind, some little games here, trying to spot Yu, who he knows is in the cap.
Now, Demonic is using the what do you call it? The legendary module.
So they have about the same detection then. So they're both about 5.6 kilometer detection radius.
Yes.
Okay. I'm checking out. I'm having a peek here to see how the kiting action is going here south of A.
Oh, look at B. Look at B. Look at B. Lockmaster in trouble.
Lockmaster definitely.
Gone.
They get him. Big first blood there going to GGWP.
That is an absolute huge early play. Well, I say early, but it's 12.
I mean, you're 8 minutes in. Now, one of the things that I'm seeing Torch do, Zath, look at the Ohio. Jav's come back to mid to push these Ragnars, because one of the things the Ragnars cannot do is threaten a battleship with torpedoes.
Right. They only have one.
Exactly. The last torpedo.
The final.
Right. It's the final torpedo. Couldn't resist. I couldn't resist.
Oh my god. EU being kind of so again, like you said, it's just butt touching games over at C. The problem is that Demonic Grits has friends, whereas UU is really
UU's getting very, very lonely here. The Goliath is like the only ship he really has left to impact this cap. In fact, if I'm GGWP, I'm probably going, guys, it's time. It's full press time. They do finally manage to pick up C. Here, nearing the halfway mark of the match, out to about 100-point lead here is GGWP. Look at the waves of deep-water torpedoes going down on the Schlieffen.
I was just going to mention that. I mean, his hydro is down.
For 60 more seconds, his hydro is down. He's going to take one Shimakaze torp right there.
One Shimakaze, and that's going to turn him into Flying Doge's ultra deep water torpedoes.
Yep. I think he's going to take 2 of these Janan torpedoes. He's going to take at least 1. I'm almost positive in the bow. Yep, just the one in the bow.
DCP is off. So if that's a flood.
It is a flood. He takes the flood. That's going to stick for a bit. DCP is down for 30 seconds. His heal is down for 60. And he's got even more deep-water torpedoes still coming in, Zath.
Yo, dog, I heard you like torpedoes.
Well, guess what? Here comes the next wave, and he's going to take 2 of these, and he's going out. These 2 will kill him.
Third.
Yeah, these 2 will kill him. He won't live to see the third. Oh, he does manage to sneak by it. Look at that. He didn't live to see the third, though. Well done by Flying Doge. Textbook torpedo play there out of Janan. Just exactly the right way to use that ship.
Yeah, you play it like a Benham, right? You just sit and spin and fire off your torpedoes, and you bait the enemy battleship, because it's only the battleship you're going to hit with those torps. You bait that enemy battleship into chasing you.
Does indeed.
Well done.
Very, very well executed here. As they're set up to receive the push, Jeebus' Conqueror absorbs a ton of damage, but it's still in the game.
I love how Valus is still shooting. He's this low, and he's like, I don't care. I just don't care. Wow. Now he lets off.
Yeah, he's finally dark here.
He's like, I guess I'll go hide now.
But he managed to bait the Shimakaze into shooting. It's a bit of a surprise there. Still no return fire going in. There's Demonic taking some pot shots at the Shima. Also the Ohio doing the same. Now it does look like... Yep, so there's Torch picking up B, but man, I still think GGWP's got a better board position here, Zath, because we're now into the phase of the game where CZA becomes a north-south fight.
Right.
And GGWP still has more pieces on the board to impact things and a better health pool to impact things than Torch does.
That's right. We are a quarter of the way through our toilet bowl. Midshipman Hornblower.
Tons of focus fire, but no torpedoes. He's on triple fires here. Ohio Shell's coming in with a big Citadel there.
Oof.
Another salvo gets him. Another salvo gets
down.
him. Godoza from about 22 kilometers and change. Double Citadel on the Petro takes him out.
You almost wish you were a little lower in the water. At that range, I don't think it would matter.
Probably at that range, I don't think his freeboard was the issue. I'm just saying.
No. And now for GGWP, it's pretty much like, all right, we're up 3 ships. Although
Bowser takes a torpedo.
I saw the white bar just.
Yep.
On the side
I watched
there.
those torpedoes go in, and yep, Gearing does land one.
Yep, meant for Jeebus, and Conqueror does take 1. But even if Bowser goes down from that torpedo, it's pretty much that's it.
They've got such a lead. The thing with GGWP right now is that they win in 3 minutes on the single cap. They don't have to do anything but not die.
They could all go right to A1. And
They
they're
could,
fine.
at the moment, as long as they retain control of C, everybody you see over here on the 3-4 line could go dark, stop shooting, and go out for a beer, and they would still win this game in 3 minutes.
Oh, man. You use Shimakaze, man. He's got stuck bow in, facing the enemy.
Oof.
Made his Inky, slowly backing away Homer Simpson style, and then throws out torpedoes at Godoza's Ohio.
That's a good meme. Homer backing into the bushes like, oh, yeah. I'm not here at all.
That's exactly what just happened, guys.
Doge's Janan taking a fight, accepting a fight, bow on with a Des Moines? Goodness, this is ballsy. Especially with an Ohio on his flank. Is the Ohio looking for this salvo? I have to wonder. He is. He's getting his guns turned right now. The Ohio's going to take some Shimakaze torpedoes, though. 2 there with more coming in. I'm waiting for the Ohio to fire, but he hasn't yet.
Just distracted at poor Stevie. He's trying to get out of this room.
There's the Ohio salvo as Duck takes yet another torpedo. We'll see if the Janan survives this salvo. Survey says he does. Bit of a surprise there.
At this point, he's doing it for the memes, right?
Doge is going to go down here in a sec. Yeah, he's just for the hell of it. Right there. That'll be the kill. First kill of the game there for Torch. But I think the Des Moines will soon follow the Janan in death.
Mm-hmm.
And there he goes.
There he goes.
B-cap flip for GGWP goes back. There goes UU, and that's the game.
Yep. That is indeed the game. Oh, wait.
Oh, Ragnar, time extension. Look at that. Look at that. With literally seconds to play, the Ragnar bags a kill and is sitting on this cap. His radar's up now. He can see Yoshi's Shima and cannot be seen in return.
Yeah. Good use of radar right there.
Yoshi's going to go stern in and get out here where he can spot him so he can fight back. Just a few salvos of Yoshi's guns will kill this Ragnar. He's got the health to take this fight.
Brenson pulling the brakes.
Ooh, but the Ohio is chipping in. Not as much as he needed. And now he's going to get back in the cap. Or now he's going to get back in the smoke, I should say. More salvos coming in for Brenson. Oh. But they bagged someone else. I didn't see who it was.
I know, they bagged someone else.
Someone else. It was the Goliath. They finally bagged, they finally bagged Captain Chips' Goliath way over on the 10 line as GGWP does pick up this win.
Wow. That kind of looked like a bit of a master class in just positioning and torpedo net setting. I don't know.
Torpedo net setting. I tell you, the masterclass there to Mizath, the masterclass that you saw was the way they played the kiting flank at A. Not only with the ship choices, right? Because you took Jinan, Conqueror, and Shimakaze. You took 3 fire breathers, 2 of whom have ridiculous torpedo armaments and low detection, and you put them on a flank where you're basically inviting the enemy team to come push you, to push into your wall of death.
Yes.
And they did, and it didn't work out because you were ready for that play.